Welcome to Riders Radio.
Today we are here with Tatiana Warden. She is a member of the Africa One project down in Option, which is a sister project to the project that Kennedy has that you might have heard of, which is one where they send. I'll let her talk a little bit about it. Do you want to explain your Africa One project a little bit?
Well, the Africa One project is we're selling t-shirts to raise money to send to kids in Africa, well, an orphanage in Africa. We got the idea from Kennedy, starting with the blessings in the backpack, and that's how we kind of connected it together, and we worked with people from Kennedy to help us get it started at least.
So we're going to be asking you a few questions, like you might have seen in our previous video, about high school, the Option. So we'll start with Option, and how was your experience in 8th grade Option this year? Because it's a new project and a new kind of thing that we're trying out in the district.
We had to get used to it a lot because they always changed a lot of stuff in the beginning, but now we're starting more and more to get into the academics than we were in the beginning of the year.
Did you enjoy being an Option this year?
Yeah.
Do you feel like Option prepared you for high school and the classes that you're going to take better than you would in traditional learning?
Yes, especially in math because it helps with RTI and sitting in with the algebra kids. It helps us learn what we're going to be doing next year.
So, what classes are you going to be taking next year? For example, I believe you're going to Kennedy, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. What classes are you going to be taking at Kennedy?
Well, I am doing orchestra and following that with this year algebra 1 and
Algebra's fun. Algebra's full on.
Homework. That's all it is.
Tucker
Lots of homework.
doesn't like
So
homework.
lots of homework.
I am also, like everyone else is, LA9 and science.
Did you get involved when you were here at Roosevelt? Like you said, you're going to do orchestra next year. Did you pick that up while you were here at Roosevelt?
Yes, like I started when we 6th grade. I did over the summer lessons with Miss Dern and like being there, but it wasn't actually her because she was having her baby at the time.
Are you looking forward to doing any sports in high school?
Yes, I'm actually doing soccer and trying out for cheerleading.
Cheerleading's fun. Are you trying out for any others like show choir, theater, the drama side?
Yes, I have a dance audition for Kennedy Shock Tours, and I had my vocal audition yesterday.
Hey, me too. Is there any advice that you would have to 8th graders coming into the Option program or 7th graders considering being an Option?
Just be patient because they're changing it, so it's going to be difficult at first to get used to the schedule and get used to the teachers for you to have a better connection with them.
Yeah, because there's a special schedule on Friday where you have to be like really flexible and you got to know where to do it.
Yeah, the flexibility. You have to be extremely flexible. You can't rely on what it was last week or the week before that. You have to. Yeah, it's like gymnastics, you're flipping through everything. That was weird.
That's for days.
Do you have any advice for maybe incoming 6th graders coming, because you were here since 6th grade?
Yeah. Just, you're going to get used to your schedule and not really, you shouldn't get scared because the teachers are going to help you. They're not going to be like mean.
They're not what they think. They think they're going to be really scary, but they're actually really nice.
Yeah.
Not like the TV show teachers.
No, it's like the opposite. Since, like I said, you went to Roosevelt 6th grade, do you have any stories from your 6th or 8th grade that you want to share that maybe influenced you to do what you are, or you just remember because they were really fun?
Well, in 6th grade, I actually improved with my behavior, I guess you would call it. I got in trouble most throughout 6th grade. I got detention like it was candy.
Candy's good.
Detentions are not Tucker.
Oh, yeah. And I've improved with being nice.
Do you feel like that's kind of helped where you are now in working with others? Because I know in Option, your project has a lot of working with others and talking to others and communicating. Do you feel like those skills that you learned in 6th and 7th grade have led up to where you are now?
Yeah, I get don't listen or don't do what they're supposed to do, I have to wait for them to catch up instead of getting angry.
And you do an awesome job of being patient with people.
Did you
On
perse-
anything.
Awesome sauce.
Did you persevere through anything in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade?
That's for Calvin.
Vocabulary is key at Roosevelt Middle School.
Not really. I mean, I didn't feel like I did, but I may have and didn't notice it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We appreciate all your input. Closing, any advice for 8th graders that may be nervous for high school?
It's not that bad. I mean, it can't be that bad. Just think of it as middle school, but just higher grades and different teachers and different students.
That's great advice. Like we said before, we want your guys' input on the radio station, so make sure you leave your suggestions or any ideas you might have for the radio station by either emailing us or using our Twitter, which is @riders_radio. Our email is ridersradio123@gmail.com, so make sure you guys are using that to let us know. Tucker with closings.
Riders Radio, signing off.
All right.